Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Brian from Simple Wholesaling, and back with another tip for Tuesday today. Today, what we're going to be talking about for this tip for Tuesday is talking to motivated sellers. So, talking to a lot of wholesalers, even just talking to people on our team and stuff like that. There's been two types of calls that it seems like people in the industry have really been struggling with a lot lately. So, I just wanted to kind of address those and give you guys a couple tips on how I might handle those types of calls. So, one of those types of calls is that person just calls in and wants, a cash offer right away. Doesn't seem any friendly, doesn't want to give you any information, just wants that cash offer right away. And then the other one is that person that wants that retail listing or wants that basically that retail price for their house. So I just want to kind of talk a little bit today about how to handle those two situations, what I would do, the way I would kind of talk to them and stuff like that. So hopefully this can help you out. So the name of the game is just, lead generation. When you're lead generating, you want to make sure you're getting that phone to ring as much as possible and stuff. And when your phone is ringing as much as possible, you're going to get a bunch of different types of calls. And two of those types of calls that can tend to be a little bit difficult for a lot of people, especially when you're starting off, when you don't have the practice and the experience and stuff like that, is that person that wants an offer right away and that retail lead, or what you kind of think of like, it's probably a retail lead type of thing. So let's just kind of dig into that a little bbit. So let's say somebody calls and they just say, hey, yeah, I'm calling, Simple Quarters, asking you about this house. I just want an offer on it. Say that would be great. I'd love to be able to get you an offer. I do need some information about the house. Nope, you're the one that gave me the postcard. You're the one that texted me. You're the one that cold called me. Just give me an offer. You're the one that sent it. This is when I just kind of break it down and just kind of slow things down a little bit. Make sure I don't come off combative in any way at all. I like to kind of like Chris Voss, if you ever listen to him, the never split the difference guy. He wrote a book, great negotiator and stuff. He always talks about using the late night FM DJ voice. So that's what that means is kind of slow your voice down, kind of slow your tone down. Once you slow down a little bit, they're going to slow down as well. They can get mad, they can get upset. That's fine. But as long as you slow down, don't be combative, don't stoop to their level. You can maybe have a conversation. If not, it's probably not going to work out anyway. So just go ahead and move on. But that's when I usually say, hey, I understand you would like an offer. I'd love to give you that offer, but that's kind of the last step of our process. Really, what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to go back to step one, get some information about the house, get some information about you, possibly your situation as well. I want to make sure that we're a good fit for each other. Okay, we don't buy every house from everybody, from every single person that contacts us. We got to make sure we're a good fit for each other. So we got to make sure it's a house that we do want to offer on, and I want to make sure that we're a good fit for you as well. Make sure that we can kind of work together. So if you have a little bit of time, I can probably roll through just getting some information for you in about 4 or 5 minutes. If you have that time, I'd be more than happy to talk to you, and then hopefully I can get you an offer as soon as possible. Does that sound okay to you? And just kind of move on with that. If they're still pushing and they still want just an offer right away and stuff like that, they're not going to give you information. You're probably not going to be able to do anything. You can look up some information, maybe give them a lowball offer or something like that. They're probably just going to get mad as well. But that's, like I said, I just like to kind of slow it down, kind of just talk to them, reason with them as best I can, and make sure they realize of like, hey, we don't need to buy your house. We don't need to give you an offer. We want to make sure that we are a good fit for us to even make an offer on that house and stuff like that. So kind of getting them to sell you a little bit. A lot of times in that situation, what they're going to do is like, oh, well, okay, I understand you don't buy every house, but I think you do want to buy mine. They might come back at you a little bit like that. So maybe that could be a positive thing as well. So then the other lead that a lot of people are tending to having a little trouble with right now, and I know we're getting a lot of these leads coming in right now, are the retail type leads, the people that are just calling in and they just want, they look on Zillow and Zillow says their house is, the Zestimate says it's worth $120,000. So that's what they want. And the house is probably really realistically and worth $50,000 for a cash offer, quick close, that type of thing, because it needs a bunch of work and things. So just how to handle that is kind of the same thing, just kind of reason with them, talking to them, and just making sure they kind of understand the process of basically just being like, hey, okay, so you want $120,000 for your property. So it sounds like you are maybe thinking of more of a retail lead, or I'm sorry, you're thinking more of a retail price. So that's not really what we do. Let me tell you a little bit about us, just starting off here a little bit. So basically what we do is we buy properties that we're able to add value to. If you're asking retail value for your property, that must mean that your house is in great shape. It's ready to put on the market right now. If that's the case, you should definitely do that. That would be a really good, good thing for you to do. And I might be able to help you out with a realtor as well if you're looking for somebody. But what we're really doing is we're looking for properties that we can add value to. That way we can fix them up, do construction to them if we need to, and then be able to sell them later to basically, create that profit if needed. And another thing is, we help out a lot of people too. If you're looking to put your house on the market, and you're able to kind of wait it out and wait for the listing to happen, wait for people to come through your property, take a look at it, wait for the offers, do all that, then you know, I'm more than happy to help you out with any of that stuff as well. So feel free to do that. But a lot of times we're able to help people out that need basically a cash deal that need to happen really quickly. So if you need to do something, in a manner that time is of the essence, we might be able to help out with that. But I'm not going to be able to pay retail price for your property. So if you have a couple minutes, I'd be more happy to talk to you a little bit further about how we operate, what we do, and how we give an offer. We're not going to be able to offer that 120,000 like you asked. But if you'd like to, like I said, if you'd like to hear more about how we do things and what my offer could be, I'd love to give you some information and help you out. Are you willing to move forward with that? So that's what. Sorry, I kind of tripped over my words a little bit there too, a little bit and stuff. But that's really what it is. It's about slowing things down, talking to them, reasoning about them, making sure they understand what you're doing. Comes back to is making sure they realize like, hey, not every house is for you. You don't have to buy every property. And then making them sell to you a little bit. And some people just want that max price and stuff like that, which they're entitled to possibly. That maybe is what they want to get or what they can get. Part of it is too is just kind of calling out some of those deal killers. If they have a retail property that could be put on the market, maybe they should do that. And it's not every house is a wholesale property, as I'm sure you guys know as well. So there's just a couple situations that I know. Like I said, some of our team has been maybe struggling with that a little bit, but then also I know a lot of other wholesalers are kind of dealing with that as well now too. So there's people that are just looking for offers, looking for those retail leads or getting those retail leads in as well. So hopefully those tips kind of helped you out a little bit. Let us know if we can ever do anything for you. So take care.